Each knee sunshine go, bitches! It's Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000 and welcome to my review of One Piece episode 585. Before you guys watch this review, make sure and check out the reviews of the Dragon Ball movies me and Christian are working on. We have already done the first two movies, Dead Zone and the World's Strongest. I'll put annotations in the link above and in the description box below. Now, I know it's a little odd I'm reviewing the One Piece anime because I pretty much never do it, but the fact of the matter is our schedules are kind of jumbled all over the place. Christian is usually kind of busy on Sundays, so I've decided that I'm going to sort of take the reins on this One Piece anime series. And I know that you guys are really big fans of One Piece. I know we have a lot of One Piece fans, and we don't talk about it that often, but we really do like the series a lot, and I just want to make something very clear. I love the One Piece anime a lot. It's one of my favorite series of all time, and the manga I'm kind of indifferent towards. I think the manga is really great. It's got some great artwork and everything, but for me it's a little wordy and it's a little hard to read sometimes, and I just frankly like seeing it in color. I like the voice actors. I love the way the action is animated. I just prefer the anime version. Before I get to the cool part of this episode, and let's face it, it's when Law is getting ready to throw down with Smoker, there is a lot of big things going on with the Straw Hats. Chopper and Nami are running through Vegapunk's lab with all of these giant kids trying to figure a way to get out of there. And I just want to say again, I love the way Chopper looks right here. He's so funny. I love when they're getting ready to walk through that hallway. All the kids are freaked out. They definitely don't want to go through there. And we figure out why, because there's all these fucking frozen bodies all over them, in the walls, beneath their feet. It's ridiculous. Frankie and Sanji are hanging out with the samurai and his lone head, and I really like the interactions between him and Sanji. Sanji's just getting so incredibly pissed at all of this. Brook is also doing his thing on the mountainside, and what I thought was really funny about this scene, I love when you get to see the samurai's body just running through, and it just runs right and falls into the ocean, and Brook is like, I didn't see that. It doesn't matter, I don't have eyes. All of our characters seem to run right into each other at the end of the episode, though, which I thought was pretty funny and is definitely a setup to something bigger that's happening here. We get to see that Law and Smoker are still talking, and Smoker is really concerned about Straw Hat Luffy. And Law's playing it all cool. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. This is basically my summer home. I'm just sort of chilling here. There's no one here but me. And immediately right after that, you hear the kids running through, and him and Sanji and Frankie come in, and they have this really hilarious entrance. You know, Frankie, he's a really goofy character, and he's transformed his legs into tank treads, and he's giving the kids a ride while singing this goofy-ass song. And to make everything much better, you get to see that they all get to do the big Frankie pose at the end, which is hilarious. And I love the fact that Sanji is actually holding the samurai's head up. Their badass pose, however, is interrupted by the fact that they're like, oh shit, there's Smoker and the G5 Marines. We gotta get the fuck out of here. So they immediately literally turn around and get out of there. This is when Smoker realizes that Law's been lying to him this whole time, and they're getting ready to have this huge battle. That is until Law decides to lift their ship out of the ground and realizes, you guys have seen too much, you know what's going on, I can't let you leave. This was a pretty exciting episode of One Piece. It wasn't an action fest, it was more of a lot of laughs. And I really enjoyed it, and that's, I think, the best thing about One Piece. They definitely know how to do humor, I think, the best out of all of the big three series. And a lot of that does have to do with the art style, and a lot of it is showing through in this arc. All the kids look absolutely hilarious. Frankie was hilarious this episode. Brook dismissing the fact that the samurai is basically allowing his body to be frozen to death at the bottom of the ocean is hilarious. But at the same time, there's all these really badass moments. Obviously, Law and Smoker this week are the highlights. They're really awesome. Like most One Piece episodes, they only give you a little bit of information at a time, but you gotta realize this is based on a really long manga series, so I can't complain because this is canon material and I really enjoyed it. Wish they could have gone a little bit further, and there were a few minor animation things I didn't really care for, but this was a near perfect episode for me in terms of One Piece, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think you guys should definitely check it out as well, because the Punk Hazard arc is just starting, and I can't wait to see how they're going to treat it. So how did you guys feel about this week's episode of One Piece? You can let me know with your comments below. Remember guys, check out those DBZ videos, and remember, if you liked this video, make sure and hit that like button and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps these videos out a lot. I cannot stress that enough. That concludes this review today. I'll see you next time. SuperKamiGuru9000 out.